Okay, it's that time of the year again to talk about El Nino and La Nina, and we have some latest information and we'll let you know what that means for the upcoming fall season. First, though, we need to recap El Nino and La Nina. And you see that solid black line right there? Well, that's going to be your sea surface temperature anomaly for the equatorial Pacific. And when it gets up to that red line, that's when you get into El Nino territory, 0.5 degrees Celsius or higher as far as those sea surface temperatures. Now, the anomaly, when you get to minus 0.5 degrees Celsius or lower, well, that's when you reach La Nina territory. And that's where our line is right now. It looks like the models are suggesting we're going to be down into that territory heading on into the fall season. And so what that means for our fall forecast, well, it means that there's a higher chance, keywords, higher chance of things being colder and wetter than normal, generally during the winter, but it holds true also for the fall season too, because we get more of this amplified jet stream that starts to pick up. And with that, well, that allows some of the cool air to come in from the north. It starts to interact with this storm track that's more overhead here across the northwest, and that could mean, well, maybe not snow in the lowlands, but definitely up across the mountains. And speaking of the snowpack, let's talk about what happens generally during a La Nina season. Again, cooler and wetter than normal is the norm. So you can see 2025, we saw from about the Washington state line down through Oregon, more of an average snowpack. That's where you see the greens. Where you're in the blues, that's where you have more of an above to well above average snowpack across the area. Now, Washington state didn't do quite as well in 2025 and definitely didn't do pretty well in 2024 because this was an El Nino season, and as you would expect, a lower snowpack here across a lot of the northwest. Still pretty decent as you head farther south across the state of Oregon and down into California, and 2023 was really good. Check out all the blue and green showing up on here. That was a great year, while 2022, it was a La Nina year, but didn't quite hold true to form. Again, not a given, even though you do have La Nina conditions in place. And then back to 2021, you can see a lot of blue showing up, so a decent snowpack here across a lot of the northwest. Now, just because you have a decent snowpack, it doesn't mean that heading into the summer season that your fire season is going to be on the lower end. We dried out a lot. We saw a dry spring, and also we had that heat dome. So you can see the conditions heading into September were looking pretty bad. Exceptional and extreme drought here across a lot of the northwest. And we have drought conditions right now, but the good news for us is the Climate Prediction Center is actually leaning towards a wetter than average start to the season of fall. The first week or so looking to be wetter than normal here across more of the northwest. While as you go deeper into the season through the months of September, October, maybe November, looks like we're going to be wetter than normal as well.